Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I love you. I'm Ben, your host, here on the show on the go. Now, why the mask, you wonder? Oh, well, it's because of the carcinogens in the air. There is this thing called Occupy something. Occupy this, occupy that. Everyone was going on occupying places. And I went and occupied a spot. It was in front of the TV camera. You may be able to find it on the internet somewhere. I was this guy, maybe they didn't even make it on the reel. They're like, oh, this guy doesn't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do know what I'm talking about. It's called, no one cares. It's called carcinogens in the air that you breathe every single day. And guess what? That's where half the cancer you get comes from, dude. So, I hope you're listening to this really carefully. I'll try to make the mic at the right angle, so you can hear me. You know, so don't get cancer. That's what I'm saying. And one way to not get cancer is don't drive something like that. An old Ford just picks up and make it all. It sucks. Nobody likes that. You know, there's a few old people that walk past and go, oh, the good old days. That's about it. So don't waste your time. Dudes, don't go. It's that way. Dudes. Yeah. So, whatever, dude. I'm going to throw my camera at you. Oh, it's still there. Someone goes, something, and I get freaky. I'm like the Incredible Hulk because I'm green. No, it's not that. Not why. Because I have a temper. I'm a guy with a blogger with a temper. So don't mess with me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a temper. I pretend I do, and then people back off. But the point is, I gotta tell you, this thing to do with this mask is, oh man, people don't like the mask. They freak out and look at me and they want to beat me up. Well, I don't think they can, because I know jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, a little bit of judo, and you know, I've expressed it many times in reality as a security guard, and well, I used to do that as a job, as a security job, and I liked it, and so I became a vigilante. Do you know what that is? Look it up. And it all starts with myself. I'm just a vigilante about my rights. And eventually maybe I'll be a vigilante about somebody else's rights. But right now it's about my rights, and I'm protecting them. And I have the right to not get cancer. I declared it myself just now. I have the right to not get cancer, and therefore, guess what? I can do that. I can do that. And any cancer particles I have inside me, cells, cancerous cells inside me, I'll just eat cherries and get rid of them. They shrink and wither and die, and then they're like, that's not belonging here, it's smaller than us, and poof, we just eat it up. The white blood cells do their jobs. And so, that's all you gotta do is eat right, and everything takes care of itself. That's why it's called the immune system. Dudes, you are immune. You just have to feed it. Okay? Now, we're at this construction site here. It's probably some stinky dust I don't want to breathe anyways, right? Down in Victoria here, there's so much construction, it's like insane. I can't even tell you. It's intense. And it's like right here, and then there's one right across there that we're building just now, that's finished. And then down there, right there, it's just finished. And another one. And they've been building buildings around here for eons. No, just kidding. Only for a little while.
I think you might as well get on here.
Anyways, they just build them. I wanted me to say don't build them for yawns. They build them. They've been building for like a year now, a lot. It's been this building boom. There's a building boom in Victoria. So if you want to move here, this broom here now. And but what I'm not saying, I don't want you to move here. Oh yes, I do. Maybe I do. Hey, move here. Sure. Come on, everybody, move to Victoria. It'll be great. We'll be one big family all over the world, like we already is. I just saw an African thing. It was awesome. I must say, I was so impressed. This lady goes, la. No, she didn't say la. She said, I wish I remember the lyrics. But she made us sing along. Oh man, it was great. We sang along to this lady from Africa, to this old tale, and she was telling this story. She told a story about how these people went and visited the sky people in the Skyland or something, and the spirits. And she talked about spirits and visiting spirits and stuff. And then we all sang along. That was great. And we sang along again later. I was like, man, this is wonderful. And I saw their clothes. They're such cool clothes people. Man, they got cool style. Like, I wanted to buy the shirt, but I couldn't buy it. I lost my wallet. So, because I lost my wallet, I couldn't buy the awesome shirt from Africa. Oh, darn it. So, oh well. I'll just save up, and next time I'll have an Africa shirt fund next time they come by. Because I think that's a regular thing for them to do that. Because I saw all the flags of Africa at the library. Yeah, I saw all the flags of Africa at the library. And it was great. So, see, this is perfect. I can point my fingers and go, oh, this is better over there. And like, if I do parkour or something, I can grab my arm and grab stuff and go, whoop, gross. That was really grossy. That was nasty. Yeah, that's why you don't do that. But anyways, now I have to wash my left hand. First, wash my left hand, wash my left hand. Don't shake anybody with your left hand. That was gross. It was like somebody spit on it or something. Anyway, I think it's fine. Probably happened like a week ago. Fine. Yeah, that was like germs on my hand. Damn it. Alright, so I'm not going to touch my mouth, am I? No. So, dudes, what do you do? It's like, so the African thing was cool, but the thing is, now, I don't know what to tell you. There's a story in my system somewhere. Oh yeah, aliens! Alright. You heard about the African lady from Africa, and yeah, it was awesome. She was a good singer. And they had a lot of other people from Africa there too. It was great. I just like people from all over the world. But they showed all the flags and everything at the library of all the African flags. And Jamaica was on there. I was like, oh dude, Jamaica is part of Africa, of course. So now I go, what do you do next, dudes? Yeah, oh, let's get to the
information station. Okay, people, I feel like I'm flying a jet. Yeah, breaker 99, we got a bogey on the left. You don't say left in space. I'm in space now. You don't need this one in space, you got a whole screen for you, and like, you sit there quietly and you float. You're not running in space. And when you're in a jet, it seems like you're running super fast. Because you're just traveling super fast. But when you're in space, you really are going super fast in relation to Earth. And then, but it looks, everything kind of looks still. But slowly moving. Like when you look up into the stars, it's slowly moving. But the moon moves. Well, it's actually the Earth spinning too, but so there's lots of motion going on in the universe is what I'm saying. But talk about universes. Ah, it was a good place to tell you this story. I met an alien. And his name was Spock. And he, okay, now time to tell you more about Spock again. Now, Spock is the guy, I affectionately name him now Spock, because what happened was I met him on the train tracks near Langford, and which is it's nice and wooded there, and there's this beautiful ocean, a beautiful ocean. That's not really near the ocean, but it's a beautiful like little stream called Gold Stream. It's called Gold Stream. So I was walking back from Gold Stream, but it's the part where the train trestle crosses it. It's like a little tunnel, actually, not a tussle. It's a tunnel under the ground where the water goes, the channel where the water goes, where you climb into and you have fun. And you go in spelunking in there, and you find weird insects, and there's like cool way to jump across the thing, and or climb across the wall to get to the next pool, over across the next pool. They're like pools of water down there. It's like the hot, it's like, no, the hot tubs. No, it's like the potholes. It's like the potholes, but underground. You're like, sweet. It's such a cool tunnel. But don't go off the edge of the tunnel, because there's a drop off. The water goes whoosh out of the tunnel. Man, they blasted that 100 years ago or something. And anyways, so you go down there and have fun. And then I'm on my way back from there with my headlamp on, and everything is dark. And I'm like, dudes, I can smell the food, but that's okay, it's just food. Once in a while, it's with cars or something. Anyway, so I'm walking back there, and I'm walking along with my headlamp on, and I'm like looking, like, what the heck is that? And it's two big red oval eyes looking back at me. And I shine my light right at the red oval eyes. This is Spock, I'm telling the story again quickly. And then I shined it away because he squinted at it immediately. I was like, what the heck is that? I aim it there. He squinted his eyes, big alien eyes. Oh man, it's an alien. Okay, he's squinting his eyes. It must be like, oh right, it's on 1 watt maximum. So my maximum setting on my headlamp was on. I realized that the second later. And so I put the bright spot to the side, and he stopped squinting, and he was like, oh. And I stood there and I was like, what the heck? And then I didn't know what to do, so I took a step forward on the train tracks. And I tilted my headlamp sideways, and then they were like, Spock, I call him Spock now, just kind of stood there and did nothing. I was like, weird, an alien, eh? Neat. So then I kind of realized what was going on, and stood there for a while, and then holy cow, what the heck? I'm confused a little bit. Like, I've never seen an alien this close. I kind of thought they existed, and then I saw one. Then, a little while later I realized I got abducted a long time ago, but anyway. Because you forget these things, right? But then you remember them. It's incredible. Because it's like you just go on with your day and you don't tell everyone about aliens all the time. But man, I gotta tell you all about aliens all the time now, because man, I've seen so many of them. So I put the light to the side for Spock, and he stopped squinting and he sort of smiled now, right? And then he kind of smiled, and he walked away, and he kind of like, it's like this. It's like he was like this, and he goes, he was like smiling, and he goes over the rail, and then on the ground, and then looked away like that. So, that's what I last saw of him. Then, what happened was, I thought later on he was on my roof, or somebody was on my roof, and then my computer was doing weird thing by itself. Well, it did one weird thing by itself. Actually, it goes, okay, my cursor, sorry, I was eating food earlier. My cursor was pointed, right, at a certain spot on the screen, and it moved like this, all by itself, with my arms crossed, and me like looking back at the cursor, and looking back at the mouse. I'm not touching that. Someone's moving my mouse without me touching it, without the mouse being touched. And it was a Bluetooth mouse. It was one of those Bluetooth set up for mouse for wireless, it was a wireless mouse, and the mouse was sitting still, but the cursor on the screen was going, and it said point to this, and it said click this. So I clicked it, and it was all about carcinogens. On Wikipedia, someone had recently updated Wikipedia and showed me that thing right then and there. Because I never saw that page before or since. I looked for the exact same information, and it's not exactly the same anymore. It's been updated again, but at least they're still true. But it's still there, is what I'm saying. But it's the truth about it is that I don't think he updated it, but I'm saying is it was updated at some point earlier than that. But because they tell you on Wikipedia, and you can research that. So, anyways, I was like, holy cow, my cursor moved by itself, and now I know all about carcinogens. Oh! So I started wearing this mask because I wore one before for dust. I wore one for gases, what are called. They're just nasty for you, but they're called organic gases or organic. Anyways, there's like toluene I used to work with, and toluene, and what the other one was, the octane one, something oct. Anyways, they were like benzene rings up the yin yang, kind of like they were nasty particles, and like they were designed to dissolve other things. So they were solvents for really heavy urethane-y things, and so. You had to use like xylene and like not mineral spirits. I'm like talking to the other two, the toluene. That's it, toluene and xylene. Those were the two ones that were so flammable too. And there's a third one we used once in a while too, but we'd never use it much because it was just so nasty. But anyway, my point is, what am I talking about toluene for? Oh, aliens, right? So then I learned about carcinogens, and that's why I wear this mask. Anyways, that's what I was talking about Deckmaster for a while. But anyway, I met Spock, and that's the truth. I love you.